Hello creatives, and today we are going to be basically looking at mechanical versus performance royalties. So it is like we are going to be looking at the differences between mechanical royalties and performance royalties, and we try to understand what mechanical royalties are and what performance royalties are basically. Once you have written or produced or composed a song and started to distribute it, royalties are earned anytime it's reproduced or publicly performed. This revenue is split into recording generated and composition. Okay, recording generated and composition. It is underlying lyrics, okay, and melody royalties. Okay, it's underlying lyrics and melody royalties. Songtrust's focus is music publishing, the performance and mechanical royalties that are earned by your composition as a songwriter. Or basically here we are like talking of a songwriter or copyright owner, because there are sometimes when someone buys all your rights. Okay, it is important to know the difference between these royalties and how they are collected, whether they are earned from streams on Spotify or a live performance at a local coffee shop. As with all publishing, your performance and mechanical royalties are paid based on each songwriter's ownership share, okay, which must be discussed and determined by all contributors. Once the ownership share is agreed upon and finalized, it is best to enter that information on a spreadsheet, okay, on a spreadsheet or another shared document. Okay, so when we talk of performance royalties, there are supermarkets, clothing stores, gyms, restaurant, bars. So these are royalties you get from these people. Live venues, music services, testimonial radio, internet radio, non-interactive streaming, online interactive streaming services. So basically like what I'm doing right now, these are performance royalties. So if at all your song is used in any of these, like we've talked of supermarkets, clothing, okay, let me see if I could make a screenshot of this. I'll be making a screenshot of this. So making sense of before we go there, so we said that for performance royalties we have supermarkets, clothing stores, gyms, restaurants, bars, etc. Then we have live venues, we have music services like testimonial, terrestrial radio, internet radios, or interactive streaming, online interactive streaming services. Okay, so those are performance royalties. Then when it comes to the side of mechanical royalties, that is when we talk of vinyls, CDs, online interactive streams, tapes, film and TV, soundtracks, song recordings, and digital downloads. Then let us continue and try to understand it a little bit more, making sense of mechanical royalties. So now we are going to be understanding what mechanical royalties are. Before the advent of streaming services, mechanical royalties were largely paid by record labels and collected by music publishers. Okay, generally speaking, mechanical royalties are generated when your song is produced in many basically ways, from physical CDs, LPs, and cassettes to digital downloads. Your record label or distributor is responsible for securing the licenses to reproduce your works. That is, if at all I'm using CD Baby or Distrokid, because those are the digital distributors that we see now these days, as well as paying mechanical royalties to you or your publisher for each physical copy sold. So do you have a publisher, or are you a publisher by yourself? Because these days you find that you can also register as a publisher. Okay, mechanical royalties are also earned with every stream on services like Apple Music and Spotify platforms that license your composition and pay mechanical royalties to you, okay, or your publisher. These mechanical royalties are then collected and distributed by a mechanical rights organization like Mechanical Licensing Collective, that is MLC, the Harry Fox Agency, HFA, or Music Reports. Outside of the US, mechanical royalties may be collected by a collective management organization, that is the CMO, that also handles performance royalties. In some territories, mechanical royalties are split between the songwriter and the publisher. In the US, mechanicals are payable entirely to the publisher. Okay. Then, if we continue to look at this, so it means basically, before we continue, that in some territories you may find that copyright differs a little bit, and all the situation of collecting royalties and distributing them, they differ a little bit, but you find that not too much. Okay, a pay sources prima, okay, a pay sources prima, okay, or primer. While physical music products may have dominated the marketplace decades ago and earned mechanical royalties for every unit sold, okay, the primary source of today's mechanical royalties is streaming. There are two types of music streaming services: interactive, that is Spotify, Apple Music, where the users chooses what music is played, and non-interactive like Pandora, TuneIn, a passive experience more like a radio station. There are no mechanical royalties paid for non-interactive streaming, only performance royalties. The rate at which songwriters and their publishers are paid mechanical royalties by streaming services is generally set by the government or determined by negotiations between publishers, collection societies, and streaming services. So meaning that the government has to step in, okay, publishers, collection societies, and streaming services to see that the rates at which songwriters and their publishers are paid mechanical royalties. These rates will vary based on what type of customer is using that services or using the services, whether they are on a paid or a freemium, okay, plan, and what country the streaming occurs in. Okay. To learn more about the mechanical streaming rates, check out this, okay? Let us try to open that. The organizations responsible for administering mechanical licenses and collecting mechanical royalties work closely with the streaming platforms like Spotify to ensure you are collecting everything that is owed to you. There can be a catch here. In order to collect these mechanical royalties, you need to have a music publisher, a music administrator, or your own personal publishing entity. Traditional publishers and publishing administrators typically have direct relations with pay sources, making it easier for independent creators to access royalties than it would be without any help. Okay? Then YouTube is another crucial pay source when it comes to mechanical royalties, because YouTube content is often audiovisual. Okay? They earn what is called microsynchronal royalties. Like with streaming, if your music is used in a video, it is technically a reproduction of your work as well as a public performance. Okay? Earning you both types of royalties by earning you both types of royalties anytime a monetized video plays your song on the platform. This in addition to any microsynchronal royalties a publisher or a publishing administrator will collect for you. So basically this means that as I'm doing it right now, let me try even to increase the volume and you hear that. So basically like what I'm doing now, so I'm playing one or some of my songs as I carry out teaching on these videos. Okay, so it basically means because YouTube content is often audiovisual. Okay, so we begin at the start. YouTube is another crucial pay source when it comes to mechanical royalties, because YouTube content is often audiovisual. They earn what is collected microsynchronal royalties, like with the streaming. If your music is used in a video, okay, it is technically a reproduction, okay, of your work as well as a public performance, earning you both types of royalties anytime a monetized video plays your song on the platform. This is in addition to any microsynchronal royalties a publisher or a publishing administrator will collect for you. To learn more about this type of royalty, okay, you check that blog. So you will also need to cover your mechanicals outside of the US as an independent creator. This must be done by registering with each mechanical rights organization or MRO or collecting management organization in the country your song is being physically or digitally consumed in. Attempting to do this yourself would be tedious, costly and complex. So that means basically you have to handle that to songtrust. Okay, other often overlooked ways you can earn mechanical royalties including ringtones, ringbacks, when your song is recorded as a cover by another performing artist, film soundtrack, karaoke recordings and interactive greeting cards. Okay, then if we come back here, get paid for performance royalties. Performance royalties are generated by live performances, terrestrial, that is FM or M, or AM, radio play. Okay, TV, film, advertising usage, okay, and streams, both interactive and non-interactive. These royalties are collected and paid out by a songwriter's performing rights organization, that is the PRO, or collecting management organization, CM, or PROs and CMOs license the songs in their catalog and use performance data to allocate money to publishers and songwriters. Performance royalties are then paid out in two halves, a writer's share and publisher's share. These are typically a 50 by 50 split in the US, but the songwriter or publisher ratio may vary in other regions. Okay, so that is why I was telling you that like most of the different countries have their copyright what, and then it also depends on the terms of agreement as you offer to create that project. You may share percentages where one has to compensate another, so that these percentages are basically divided, and you find that one is the publisher and again is the songwriter, so he has to take 100%. So it isn't all that rigid. Then if we are to continue, we continue and say, much like mechanical royalties, performance royalties are determined through split sheets and the conversations you have with co-writers. Depending on your publishing situation, you may only see a portion of the publisher's share of the performance royalties. However, you will always collect 100% of your songwriter's royalties, the songwriter's share, directly through your home collection society. So unless you are also registered with the Songtrust, okay, so there's also where your like home society is to be helping, though Songtrust goes ahead to partner with them and they collect it for them, or they collect it for them and give it to them so that they handle that for you. When your song generates performance royalties outside of your home territory, your domestic collection society will obtain these royalties through reciprocal agreements with the collection societies in those territories and countries. However, these are just data sharing agreements and may not guarantee that you will collect all of your performance royalties worldwide. Other ways you can earn performance royalties, including TV broadcasts, a show, film, commercial that features your film, streaming, interactive and non-interactive, internet, terrestrial, radio, live performances, stores, restaurants, elevator music services, gyms and digital joke boxes like TouchTune. You can also get paid for public live performances by submitting set lists to your collection societies. And basically we were describing what Songtrust is basically to do for you. Wrapping up royalties. The music industry can overwhelmingly and confusingly, the music industry can be overwhelmingly and confusing. So the music industry can be overwhelming and confusing to both new and experienced songwriters. Having a system in place to check your revenue systems is vital. Be sure to keep track of where your songs are being used. Make sure you are affiliated with your local collection society and have your publisher or publishing administrator collect your global, mechanical and performance publishing royalties. When you join Songtrust, you are covered for royalty collection and can see exactly where your royalties are coming from. You can also be sure that a dedicated team of publishing experts are working hard to provide resources on all aspects of the music business and ensure you are accessing everything you are due. Okay, so Songtrust basically like promises you that it does all that for you. Okay, and for you, you just sit back, see the stats, see where your money is coming from. Okay, and that is basically what it is. sorry. So I urge you please to subscribe, and we keep on sharing a lot of stuff with the subscription that you have made, and click on that notification button, and we shall always keep on sharing different stuff that will help you grow as a creative person and someone who is looking at earning from his content. Okay, so that is it. Endeavor to see that you support me through the my PayPal account that is in the description under email nyegeisaac95@gmail.com if you find this channel helpful. Okay, thank you.